Assalamu alaikum dear students. So in this video we will start exercise 7a of book D1 and the topic of this exercise is sequence. So first of all we have to understand what is a sequence. Sequence is a set of numbers written in specific order with definite rule. So sequence is basically a set of numbers. It means that more than one number that written in specific order. So when we solve the question number 1 of this exercise, then I will explain this definition more precisely. So let's start question number 1 part A. So in part number A you can check that first this is a sequence that is given to us. So this is first term of sequence, this is second term of sequence, this is third term of sequence. So if you observe this sequence carefully, you can check that this sequence is increasing. This sequence is increasing. It means first term is 14 and the next term is 19. It means that this sequence is increasing. मतलब इसकी जो next term है वो पहली term से क्या हो रही है, बढ़ रही है. So how can we get 19 from 14? मतलब 14 में हम यहाँ कुछ number add करेंगे. देखें अगर if sequence is increasing, अगर कोई भी सीक्वेंस इंक्रीज हो रही है, इट्स मीन्स डैट कि या तो उसमें कोई नंबर ऐड हो रहा है या उसके साथ कोई नंबर मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है. सो अब सबसे पहले हम चेक करेंगे कि सीक्वेंस इंक्रीज हो रही है. सो अब हम देखेंगे कि 14 में हम क्या ऐड करें कि 19 आता है. So if we add 5 in 14, so next term will be 19. Similarly, if we add 5 in 24, 5 in 19, so we will get 24. Similarly, if we add 5 in 29, if we add 5 in 24 we get 29, and if we add 5 in 29 we get 34. So now you understand the definition. Sequence is a set of number. This is a set of number that are written in specific order. So there is a definite order and rule, and the rule is that we add 5 in previous term to get next term. We add 5 in previous term to get next term. So the next term of this sequence will be plus 5. If we add plus 5 in 34, what will be the next term? 39. And if we add 5 in 39, what will be the next term? So this will be 44. Okay, so we will write next two terms are 39 and 44. Okay, and we have to write the rule also. So rule is how we get this term from 34. So we have to add 5 in previous term to get next term. Add 5 in previous term to get next term. So this is a rule of this sequence. Now part B of this question. In part B we have 80, 72, then 64, then 56, and then 48, and so on. Okay, so we have to write the next two terms. So first of all, as I told you earlier, first of all we have to check the sequence. Okay, so if this sequence is decreasing, it means first term is greater and second term is smaller. This sequence is decreasing. So if this sequence is decreasing, it means that we have to subtract or divide. Let's check. So if we subtract, what we will subtract from 80 to get 72. 80 में से क्या माइनस करेंगे कि 72 आ जाएंगे. सोचें जरा. So if we subtract, अब देखो ये sequence decrease हो रही है, increase है. If this sequence is decreasing, then we have to subtract or divide. ठीक है. So सबसे पहले हम चेक करते हैं कि सब्ट्रैक्ट होता है, सब्ट्रैक्ट वाला ऑर्डर फॉलो करती है ये सीक्वेंस या नहीं. सो हमने -8 सब्ट्रैक्ट किया यहाँ से, सो ये 72 आ गया. अगेन हमने 72 में से -8 किया तो हमारे पास 64 आ गया. सिमिलरली इफ़ वी सब्ट्रैक्ट -8, सो दिस विल बी 56, एंड इफ़ वी सब्ट्रैक्ट अगेन -8. ठीक है. So if we subtract 8 from 48, so the next term will be 40 and then 32. So basically, first of all, we have to check that this sequence is increasing or decreasing. If this sequence is increasing, it means that we have to add or multiply previous term, and if this sequence is decreasing, we have to subtract or divide. Subtraction or divide वाले question next हम करेंगे. So next two terms are 40 and next two terms are 40 and 32. Next two terms are 40 and 32. And what is the rule? So you can explain, you can write it in your own words. Subtract 8 from previous term to get next term. Okay, now we're going to solve part C of this exercise. In C part we have 6, 12, 24 and then 48, 96 and 192. 48, 96 and then 192 and then so on. Okay, so first of all, we have to check that this sequence is increasing or decreasing. So obviously the sequence is increasing. So we have to add or multiply. So if we add 6 here, so we will get 12. But here we have to add 12. So it means that कि ये specific order follow नहीं हो रहा, प्लस वाला ऑर्डर फॉलो नहीं हो रहा. ठीक है, बिकॉज यहाँ 6 ऐड करना पड़ा है, यहाँ 12 ऐड करना पड़ा है, यहाँ पर कुछ और ऐड करना पड़ेगा, मतलब यहाँ पर 24 ऐड करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, इट्स मीन्स डैट ये जो प्लस वाला ऑर्डर है वो फॉलो नहीं हो रहा. नाउ वी हैव टू चेक डैट कि मल्टीप्लीकेशन वाला ऑर्डर फॉलो हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा. सो नाउ अच्छा, if we have first term that is 6, so how can we get 12? So if we multiply 6 with 2, 6 2s are 12. So if we multiply 6 with 2, we'll get 12. Similarly, if we multiply 12 with 2, we'll get 24. And if we multiply 24 with 2, we'll get 48. And then multiply by 2, so on, multiply by 2. ठीक है, सो इट्स मीन दैट कि हमारे पास मल्टीप्लिकेशन वाला ऑर्डर जो है फॉलो हो रहा है. सो प्लस वाला ऑर्डर फॉलो नहीं हो रहा था. ओके, सो next two terms are this is 192. We have to multiply 2 with 192 with 2. So 2 2s are 4, 2 9s are 18, 1 carry, 2 1s are 2 and 384. So the next term is 384. ठीक है, so next term is 384. And if we multiply this with 2, 4 2s are 8, 4 2 8s are 16, 1 carry, 3 2s are 6 and 7. So you can check here by multiply 192 multiply by 2, 2 2s are 4, 9 2s are 18, 1 carry, 2 1s are 2 and this will be 384. Again we will multiply 2, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 1 carry, 3 2s are 6 and 7. This will be 768. So next two terms are 384 and 768. So what is the rule for this sequence? We have to multiply previous term with 2 to get next term. We have to multiply previous term with 2 to get next term. So I'm not writing the rule of this. I'm telling you the rule, but I will not write over here. So multiply previous term with 2 to get next term. Multiply previous term with 2 to get next term. So this is the rule of this sequence. You can write. ठीक है, अगर आपको समझ नहीं लग रही वीडियो को पॉज करके दोबारा सुन लें तो आपको क्लियर हो जाएगा. So in part D we have a sequence that is 1600, 800, 400, 200 and 100. 1600, then we have 800, then we have 400, and then we have 200, and then we have 100, and so on. Okay, so now मैं ये यहाँ पर भी लिख देता हूँ ताकि आप एज इट इज़ इसको कॉपी कर लीजिएगा. Multiply by 2, multiply by 2. Okay, so this question is, first of all we have to check if this sequence is increasing or decreasing. This sequence is decreasing, so it means we have to divide or multiply. We have to divide or so we have to subtract or divide. So if we subtract 800, if we subtract 800 from 1600, we will get 800. बट अगर यहाँ पर हम अगर 800 माइनस करेंगे 800 में से, तो यहाँ पर 0 होना चाहिए. इट्स मीन्स दैट सब्ट्रैक्शन रूल फॉलो नहीं हो रहा. सब्ट्रैक्शन रूल जो है वो फॉलो नहीं हो रहा. इट्स मीन्स दैट वी हैव टू डिवाइड. वी हैव टू डिवाइड. सो यू कैन चेक दैट द हाफ ऑफ 16 इज़ 8. हाफ ऑफ 16 इज़ 8. सो हाफ ऑफ 1600 इज़ 800. सो 1600 का हम हाफ करेंगे तो क्या आ जाएगा 800. सो वी हैव टू डिवाइड बाई 2. सिंपल चेक कर सकते हैं. 16 को 2 पर डिवाइड करेंगे 8 आ जाएगा, 207 वैसे ही आ जाएंगे. इस तरह अगर 800 को हम 2 पर डिवाइड करें तो हमारे पास 400 आ जाता है. सिमिलरली 400 को 2 पर डिवाइड करें तो हमारे पास 200 आ जाता है, एंड देन डिवाइड बाय 2 करें तो 100 आ जाता है. सिमिलरली द नेक्स्ट टर्म विल बी 50 एंड 25. 50 एंड 25. 50 एंड 25. सो द next two terms are 50 and 25, and the rule is divide previous term with 2 to get next term. Divide previous term with 2 to get next term. So now we will solve part E of this exercise. So before solving part E and F, first of all we have to solve part G. Part E and F is different, so हम उसको बाद में solve करेंगे. D के बाद हम G part जो है वो solve कर रहे हैं. D के बाद हम G part जो है वो solve कर रहे हैं. So in G part we have minus 52, minus 59, minus 52, minus 59, and then minus 66, and then minus 73, and minus 80. Yes. So mostly students are confused with this sequence. Mostly students are confused with this sequence, but this question is very easy question. So first of all we have to check the order. This sequence is increasing or decreasing, increasing or decreasing. So I am saying that this sequence is decreasing because negative number नेगेटिव नंबर जो होता है वो उतना ही स्मॉलर होता है. मतलब माइनस, अगर मैं कहूँ -2 बड़ा है या -4 बड़ा है, सो डेफिनेटली -2 जो है वो बड़ा है और -4 जो है वो छोटा है, बिकॉज नेगेटिव नंबर जितना ग्रेटर होगा उतना ही वो स्मॉलर होगा. ओके, सो नाउ this sequence is decreasing. This sequence is decreasing, so we have to subtract or divide. Subtract or divide. So first of all we will check the subtraction order. So if I what I subtract from -52 to get 59. So if we subtract 7 from 52 we will get 59. If we subtract 7, so 52 and 53, 54, 56, 57, 58 and 59. Okay, so I am writing -52 and then -7. Minus plus, and thus we will use the sign of greater number. ठीक है, 7 plus 2 9, and this will be -59. ठीक है, so if we subtract from 7, if we subtract 7 from 52 we will get 59. ठीक है, सो ये थोड़ा सा आपको चेक करना पड़ेगा. सो कुछ टीचर्स जो हैं इनको माइनस करवा के भी करते हैं, तो आप वैसे भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, बट आई थिंक ये ईजीएस्ट मेथड है, आप इसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं. नाउ इफ़ यू सब्ट्रैक्ट 7 from 59 you will get 66. How? -59 and then -7. Minus plus we will use the sign of greater number, and 9 में if we add 7 in 9 we'll get 16, then 1 carry, 5 and 1 6, then is -66. So now you understand that this sequence is decreasing and we have to subtract 7 from previous term to get next term. So similarly we will subtract -7 from here and then -7 from here, and then we will, if we subtract -7 we will get minus 87. So there is minus 80 and minus 7, minus minus will be plus, minus 87. And similarly now we have minus 87, so minus minus will be plus, okay, and we will use the sign of greater number. 7 plus 7 will be 14, 8 में 1 add करेंगे which will be 94, minus 94. Okay, so the rule for this sequence is, the rule for, now I'm not writing the again and again next two terms are 50 and 25. You will write next two terms are minus 87 and minus 94. Next two terms are minus 87 and minus 94, and the rule for this sequence is subtract minus 7 from previous term to get next term. I hope you understand well this question. If you have any confusion, students, so you can ask in freely in comments, so I will guide you. So now we are going to solve part H of this question, and in part H we have, this part is also very easy. In H part we have minus 100, minus 90, minus 80, minus 70, and minus 70, and minus 60, and so on. Okay, so now students, so first of all we have to check the, again, this sequence is increasing or decreasing. So if we check this sequence is increasing, because there is minus 100 in starting and then minus 90. ठीक है, minus 100 बड़ा है और छोटा है, और minus 90 क्या है, बड़ा. So if this sequence is increasing, so we have to add or multiply. So if we add 10, if we add 10 in minus 100, we will get minus 90. ठीक है ना? So we have to add 10. How? So we have minus 100, and if we add 10 in 100, plus minus, and we will use the sign of greater number, minus 100 में से 10 minus करेंगे तो क्या आ जाएगा हमारे पास, minus 90. Similarly this we have to add plus 10 over here, and we have to add plus 10 over here. Similarly we have to add plus 10 over here and plus 10 over here. So there will be minus 50 and minus 40. The next two terms are minus 50 and minus 40. And the rule for this sequence is, we have to add 10 in previous term to get next term. We have to add 10 in previous term to get next term. मतलब 100 से 90 बनाना है ना हमने, तो इसमें हम plus 10 कर देंगे. minus 100 है, plus 10 कर देंगे. I hope ये आपको clear हो गया होगा. Okay, now students, we are going to solve part I of this exercise, this question. Okay, in part I we have 0, 10, 20, 30 and 40. 0, 10, 20, 30 and 40, and then so on. Okay, so this sequence is increasing, very simple. If we add 10 in 0, we will get 10, and if we add 10 in 10, we will get 20, and this is so on. We have to add 10, we'll get 50, and then if we add 10, we will get 60. Okay, so the rule for this sequence is add 10 in previous term to get next term. In part J we have 52, 59, 66 and 73. In part J we have 52, 59, 66 and 73. We have to write next two terms and rule of this sequence as well. So this sequence is increasing, so we have to add something. In 52. So if we add 7 in 52, we'll get 79. आप वैसे भी अगर आपको समझ नहीं लगती, वैसे तो अगर आपका मेंटल मैथ अच्छा है तो आप वैसे ही 52, 53, 54, 56, 57, 58 एंड 9 अब इस तरह उंगलियों पर भी काउंट कर सकते हैं. सो +7 एंड देन फिर +7 and then फिर +7. So this will be 80. Okay, so if we add 7 in this, we will get 80 and then 87. And the rule for this sequence is add 7 in previous term to get next term. Now we will solve part K. So in part K we have 4, 12, 36 and 108. 4, 12, 36 and 108. 4, 12, 36 and 108. Okay, we have to write next two terms and the rule, then rule as well. So first of all we have to check this sequence is increasing or decreasing. This sequence is increasing, we have to add 8. 4 में 8 ऐड करें 12 आता है, लेकिन 12 में 8 ऐड करें तो 36 नहीं आता. So it means that this sequence is not following the rule of addition. So okay, so now we have to, what we have to do, we have to multiply 4 with some number to get 12. So 4 3s are 12. Similarly we have to multiply 12 with this number to get 36. 12 3s are 36. So it means that this is following the rule of multiplication. So 108 को multiply करेंगे 3 के साथ, 8 3s are 24, 4 2 carry, 2 आ जाएगा हमारे पास, and 3 1s are 3. So similarly we have to multiply 324 with 3. ठीक है, you can add multiply by this method. 324 multiply by 3. So 4 3s are 12, 1 carry, 3 2s are 6 and 7, and this will be 972. So the rule for this sequence is we have to multiply previous term, we have to multiply previous term with 3 to get next term. Next two, you can write it as next two terms are 324 and 972, and the rule for this sequence is we have to multiply previous term with 3 to get next term. So now we are going to solve part E and F. These parts are different from remaining parts, so that's why we are solving these parts at the end. Okay students, so in part E we have minus 16,384 and then 4096 and then minus 1024. Okay, so now this sequence is following a specific order. So if you check this sequence, this sequence is first we have minus 16,384 and then plus 4096. Okay, so first this sequence is increasing, then decreasing, increasing, decreasing order. So we have to check the first term, that is 16,384. Okay, so this sequence is 16,300 and 384. So we will ignore the sign. To solve this question. So let's suppose we have 16,384, 16,384. Again 16,384 को हम किसी भी number से divide करना है हमने. So we have to divide this number so that we get 4096. ठीक है, so if we divide 16,384 by 2, we will get 2 8s are 16, then 3, 2 1s are 2, and 1 18, 2 9s are 18. Okay, and then 4. So this number is 319 something. So 819 something. So but we have to check that we have to divide this number by another number to get this term. So if we divide this number by 3, we will not get this answer. Okay, so if we divide 16,384 by 4, so let's check. 4 4s are 16, and then we have to divide 4 9s are 36. Okay, so then we have 2 and then 4 6 are 24. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पर हमने क्या किया, 384 दो नंबर को इकट्ठे नीचे लेके आएंगे तो यहाँ पर 0 आएगा. सो वी हैव 4096. सो नाउ if we divide this term by 4, we will get 4096. But if we subtract minus 16,384 by 4, we will get minus 4096. मतलब देखो ना, आपके पास -4 है, उसको आप 2 पर डिवाइड करोगे तो आंसर क्या आएगा, -2. नेगेटिव नंबर को पॉजिटिव से डिवाइड करेंगे तो आंसर नेगेटिव होता है. नेगेटिव नंबर को पॉजिटिव से डिवाइड करेंगे आंसर नेगेटिव होता है. बट अगर हम नेगेटिव नंबर को नेगेटिव से डिवाइड करेंगे आंसर विल बी पॉजिटिव. माइनस से कैंसिल हो जाएगा, सो 2 2s are 4 होगा. Remember that this is a negative number. If we divide a negative number by a negative number, we will get a positive number. So we have to divide this number by -4. Is it clear? Okay. So similarly, if we divide if we divide this is a positive number 4096, and if a positive number is divided by a negative number, we will get a negative answer. ठीक है, so यहाँ पर माइनस है तो ये we have to divide it by -4. okay, so we can check it at it as 4 ones are 4, 0 आ जाएगा, 4 twos are 8, 1 carry, 4 eights are 6, sorry 4 fours are 16, so we have 1024. 1024. Similarly, if we divide 1024 by 4, we will get 256 -4, and then again -4, and then -4. So now check this, we have a negative number, and negative number is dividing by negative number, so we will get a positive answer. So if we divide 64 by 4, we will get 4 ones are 4, 2, 4 eights are 24, 4 6 are 24, sorry, so we will get 16. Now we have positive number, and positive number is dividing by negative number, we will get a negative answer, that is -4. okay, I hope आपको ये क्वेश्चन जो है क्लियर हो गया होगा. इफ़ यू स्टिल हैव एनी कन्फ्यूजन यू कैन आस्क इन कमेंट्स. सो नेक्स्ट टू टर्म्स आर next two terms are 16 and -4. Rule: divide previous term by -4 to get next term. Okay, in part F we have 9 minus 18 36, 9 minus 18 36, and -72, and then 144. So this sequence is decreasing, increasing, decreasing, increasing. This sequence is following decreasing and increasing order. So first of all we have to check, so mostly in such cases we have to multiply. So ignore the sign and then check 9 and then 18. So it means that it is multiplying. ठीक है, so we have to multiply, we have to check a number that becomes 18 if we multiply with 9. So 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18, so this will be, there will be 2. If we multiply 9 with 2, we will get 18. But this is a positive number, and positive number, when a positive number is multiplying with a negative number, we will get negative answer. So if we multiply, we have -18. If we multiply a negative number with the negative number, we get positive answer. So this follow the same sequence, -2 multiplied by -2. Okay, so the next term will be 288, and the next term will be 16, 7, and 376. Okay, so we have a positive number here. If the positive number is multiplying with the negative number, we will get a negative answer, and then we'll get a positive answer. So the next two terms are -288 and 376, and the rule for this sequence is multiply previous term with -2 to get next term. So I hope you understand well. If you have any confusion, if you have any problem, so you can ask freely in comments. So please, if this video is helpful for you, so please like this video, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. And to get the complete solution of book D1, you can check the playlist on my channel. Okay students, take care, goodbye, and Allah Hafiz.